22nd sum. Trial balance of Manali traders. Check out. Mark it down. Drawings are what? Less from capital. Drawings are less from capital. Opening stock is trading debit, TD. Drawings are less from capital. Opening stock is trading debit. Purchases are trading debit, TD. Office salary is P&L debit. Royalties. Where do you put royalties if nothing is specified? Royalties, carriage, freight.
Trading debit.
Trading debit. Correct. Trade expense. What was the rule about trade expense? Do you remember? Rule about trade expense. You search for other 5 expenses. What are those other 5 expenses? There was a short form given. GOSAM. GOSAM. What does that GOSAM mean? What is the full form of GOSAM? General expense,
Office expense, sundry expense,
administrative, and miscellaneous.
miscellaneous.
So check for any of these 5. Do you have any of these 5 expenses in the problem? Please check. है कुछ भी? पांचों में से कोई भी expense?
No.
None of those 5 is there. So in this case, where we will write trade expense? Trading debit या P&L debit किधर जाएगा? This problem. If none of those 5 are there, then trade expense go to P&L debit. Okay. But if any of those 5 are present, general होता या office या sundry या administrative या miscellaneous, तो फिर in that case trade expense would have gone to, ठीक है? तो गोसैम वाले तो हमेशा पांचों के पांचों P&L में दिखते हैं. ट्रेड एक्सपेंस चेंजेस साइड्स. गोसैम का कोई भी आइटम है तो ट्रेड एक्सपेंस ट्रेडिंग में, अगर गोसैम का कोई भी आइटम नहीं है तो ट्रेड एक्सपेंस P&L में. यहाँ पे जनरल, ऑफिस, सन्ड्री, एडमिन, मिसलेनियस, इन पांचों में से कोई भी नहीं है तो ट्रेड एक्सपेंस शैल गो टू P&L debit. Is that clear? The trade expense will go to P&L debit in this problem. Next one. Advertisement is P&L debit. Wages and salaries. दोनों साथ में दिया है. Wages and salaries, where do you put?
Trading credit. Sorry,
Trading debit. Expense. And salaries and wages होता है तो P&L debit. Salaries and wages है तो P&L debit. Wages and salaries है तो trading debit. Cash in hand is asset. Sundry debtors are asset. Bad debts are P&L debit. Entire formula to BD plus FBD plus NRDD minus ORDD. Investments are assets. Motor car is asset. Furniture is asset. Furniture के बाजू में 5 years दिया हुआ है. What does that indicate? Depreciation. Life of furniture is 5 years. So you need to do what? You need to depreciate it. Okay. कितने से depreciate करना पड़ेगा in this case?
We'll divide it by 5.
Divided
and
by
we'll
5.
get the cost, and
So that
that would be the cost.
2000. That is the amount.
Because no scrap value is given.
10,000 divided by 5. Assume the scrap is nil. Okay. So 10,000 divided by 5. 2,000 is your depreciation. Simple. Office rent. Where do you put office rent? So that's P&L debit. Plant and machinery is asset. Freehold property is asset. Bills receivable is asset. Interest. Which interest is that? Paid or received?
Paid.
That will go to P&L debit side. Is that right? P&L debit में चला जाएगा interest paid. Then capital. Capital is liabilities. Capital is liabilities. Next we have is creditors. They are also liabilities. Sales are trading credit. Return outward. Return outward is which return? Return outward means
Purchase return.
purchase return. So less from purchases. Bills payable are liabilities. outstanding wages and salaries. Will it have two effects or one effect? Outstanding wages and salaries will have just one effect, and that is liability. Okay, only liability. Will you add it to outstanding? Will you add it to wages and salaries? So no. Okay, no need to add because it has been already done, already added. So outstanding wages and salaries just one effect, that is liability. Closing stock was valued at 15,000. Market price is 18,000. Which value are we supposed to take? पहले तो 15,000. Okay, lower of the two. Trading assets, TC/A, trading credit and assets. Depreciate freehold property by 10% and motor car by 25%. Less from assets, I think. And P&L, debit. Write off 1,000 as bad debts and 5% RDD. What are these two items? FBD and
Right of is FPD and the
write-off is
5% is
FBD.
NRDD.
Provision is NRDD. Okay. So FBD and NRDD, one effect is in the formula 2BD plus FBD plus NRDD minus ORDD. Second effect is what? Less from debtors. Debtors में से minus करना है. पहले क्या minus करना है from debtors? FBD and then NRDD. Okay. First you subtract FBD and then you subtract NRDD. Is that clear? Next. Ria, you have logged in from two accounts. Okay, no, this is Palak. Now, sundry debtors, okay, NRDD के बाद दिया है provide 2% for discount on debtors and creditors. What are these two items? 2% for provide for 2% for discount on debtors and creditors.
NRFDC and NRDD.
Absolutely right. Debtors वाला is NRFDD, new reserve for discount on debtors, and creditors वाला provision को बोला जाता है NRFDC, new reserve for discount on creditors. New reserve for discount on creditors. What are the two effects of NRFDD? Debtor वाले reserve का दो effect क्या होगा? NRFDD.
Minus from debtors and discount allowed में you added.
Discount allowed वाले formula में you add and minus from debtors. What is the formula for discount allowed? This two discount allowed plus NRFDD
Minus ORF.
Okay. तो एक इफेक्ट इसका फॉर्मूला में जाएगा और दूसरा लेस फ्रॉम डेटर्स. जस्ट लाइक एनआरडीडी का बैड डेट के फॉर्मूला में जाता है, ये डिस्काउंट के फॉर्मूला में जाएगा. दोनों वो भी ऐड होता है, ये भी ऐड होगा, और वो भी डेटर में से माइनस, ये भी डेटर में से माइनस. व्हाट अबाउट एनआरएफडीसी? व्हाट अबाउट एनआरएफडीसी?
Will be minus from the creditors and
में
it
से
will be
माइनस
added to P&L credit side
एंड
to
पीएनएल
discount
क्रेडिट
receipt.
साइड का फॉर्मूला में ऐड. व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? बाय डिस्काउंट रिसीव प्लस
ORFDC
एनआरएफडीसी प्लस
plus
एनआरएफडीसी
NRFDC
माइनस ओवर. ओल्ड रिजर्व हमेशा माइनस होगा. थिंक ऑन द लाइन ऑफ बैड डेट्स ऑलवेज. ओल्ड रिजर्व हमेशा माइनस, न्यू रिजर्व हमेशा ऐड. ओके. बैड डेट्स का जो फॉर्मूला है डिटो सेम फॉर्मूला है, तीनों के फॉर्मूला सेम है. न्यू रिजर्व ऐड होंगे, ओल्ड रिजर्व माइनस होंगे. और सेकंड इफेक्ट, न्यू रिजर्व का सेकंड इफेक्ट, एक डेटर में से माइनस, एनआरडीडी है तो डेटर में से माइनस, एनआरएफडीडी है तो डेटर में से माइनस, और एनआरएफडीसी है तो क्रेडिटर में से माइनस. तो एनआरएफडीडी का दो इफेक्ट लिख लो वहां पे. एनआरएफडीडी वन इफेक्ट इज लेस फ्रॉम डेटर्स, वन इफेक्ट इन द फॉर्मूला में ऐड. एनआरएफडीसी का दो इफेक्ट लिख लो वहां पे. वन इफेक्ट इज क्रेडिटर्स में से माइनस, द अदर इफेक्ट इज पीएनएल अकाउंट क्रेडिट साइड फॉर्मूला में ऐड, डिस्काउंट रिसीव में ऐड. Next one, 10% interest on investment is accrued for 6 months. Now, is this a hidden adjustment or a normal adjustment?
normal adjustment, but
Normal.
accrued means it's already given.
Accrued का मतलब क्या है? Receivable.
Receivable.
Accrued का मतलब इतना मिलना बाकी है. कितना मिलना बाकी है? 6 months का मिलना बाकी है. तो I'll just make a small working note. सिर्फ 6 महीने का इंटरेस्ट मिलना बाकी है, 6 months का. तो वो कैलकुलेट, चेक, कंपेयर, ये कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप सिर्फ 6 महीने का इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करो, खत्म. तो आउटस्टैंडिंग इंटरेस्ट ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट. इन्वेस्टमेंट का वैल्यू देखो कितना दिया है ऊपर, ट्रायल बैलेंस. हाउ मच इज द वैल्यू ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट?
1600.
16,000.
16,000 पे 10% for 6 months. That comes to 800. This itself is outstanding interest. No need to check anything, no need to compare anything. Why? The reason is very simple, because they have clearly specified it is for 6 months. It is outstanding for 6 months. दिख रहा है वहां पे क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है कि इट इज आउटस्टैंडिंग फॉर 6 months. मतलब वो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि 6 ही महीने का मिलना है, वही बाकी है और वही आउटस्टैंडिंग है, बस वही कैलकुलेट करो. दैट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ आउटस्टैंडिंग इंटरेस्ट एड टू इंटरेस्ट एंड एसेट. बट अगर सिर्फ परसेंटेज साइन देके छोड़ दिया होता, 6 महीना, 8 महीना, 9 महीना, 12 महीना, कुछ नहीं दिया होता, ओनली परसेंटेज साइन वुड हैव बीन गिवन, देन हाउ मेनी स्टेप्स वी यूज्ड टू डू? Calculate, check and compare. 3 steps.
So we'll add to interest in P&L credit side, right?
Yes, P&L क्रेडिट वाला इंटरेस्ट अगर कोई है तो उसमें ऐड होगा. और सेकंड इफेक्ट क्या होगा इसका? इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल का सेकंड इफेक्ट
Asset.
एसेट. तो P&L क्रेडिट साइड ऐड टू इंटरेस्ट एंड एसेट. ये बात समझ में आई कि इट इज हिडन या नॉर्मल एडजस्टमेंट? ये पहले देख के समझ में आया. Was this a hidden adjustment or a normal adjustment?
Normal.
Normal. Hidden होता ना तो खाली परसेंटेज साइन देके छोड़ दिया होता. You would have done calculate, then check कितना मिला है, and then compare करते, फिर मिलता रिसीवेबल या रिसीव इन एडवांस. ये हिडन नहीं था, ये नॉर्मल था. नॉर्मल कैसे हुआ? बिकॉज मंथ्स दे दिया है. अगर ऐसे स्पेसिफाई करके दिया है कहीं पे आपको कि इट इज आउटस्टैंडिंग फॉर 6 months, या इट इज अक्रूड फॉर 3 months, या इट इज अक्रूड फॉर 4 months, या इट इज अक्रूड 8 months, तो फिर कैलकुलेट चेक कंपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सिंपली दे हैव गिवन यू द आउटस्टैंडिंग इंटरेस्ट डायरेक्टली. जैसे आउटस्टैंडिंग वेजेस देता है, आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरीज देता है, वैसे आउटस्टैंडिंग इंटरेस्ट दे दिया है, 6 months का है, कैलकुलेट करो और वही आपका ऐड कर लो इंटरेस्ट में और वही एसेट में निकाल. बात समझ आई? तो जब भी मंथ्स दिया हो 3, 4, 5, 6 months, दैट मींस इट इज नॉर्मल एडजस्टमेंट. जस्ट कैलकुलेट दैट अमाउंट. डोंट नीड टू कंपेयर. नो नीड टू कंपेयर इन दिस केस. कितना मिला है, कितना मिला, कुछ कंपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो मिला वो आउटस्टैंडिंग है, सिंपली ऐड करो और एसेट में डालो. बट अगर मंथ्स नहीं दिया है, परसेंटेज साइन देके छोड़ दिया है, देन इट बिकम्स अ हिडन एडजस्टमेंट. Then it becomes a hidden adjustment. You do 3 steps: calculate, check and compare. Calculate, check and compare. Or if you got the difference between hidden and normal? Months दे दिया है, 3 months outstanding, 4 months outstanding, तो directly वही outstanding. Okay? Months नहीं दिया है तो वो hidden है. Keep that in mind.
So in trial balance, the interest is given 1600.
That is on debit side, I think. That is interest paid. दिस इज इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल, इनकम वाला इंटरेस्ट. अगर इनकम वाला कोई इंटरेस्ट होता तो उसमें ऐड करते, नहीं है तो डायरेक्टली लिख देते. ओके. P&L क्रेडिट में बाय इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल एंड एसेट्स में ऐड टू इन्वेस्टमेंट. ऐड टू इन्वेस्टमेंट भी कर सकते हो, अलग भी दिखा सकते हो. बेटर इट इज ऐड टू इन्वेस्टमेंट. डेबिट वाला इंटरेस्ट का इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं. डेबिट वाला इंटरेस्ट इज इंटरेस्ट पेड. दैट्स योर एक्सपेंस. दिस इज योर इनकम रिसीवेबल. ओके. Office salary 1,000 paid in advance. What are the two effects of prepaid salary?
Minus from
Minus
expenses.
from salary
Can add
and
to
assets. Minus from salary and assets. Okay. Goods lost by fire 5,000. Insurance admitted 3,000. What are the effects? Goods lost by fire and insurance claim admitted.
ट्रेडिंग का अकाउंट क्रेडिट
पहला
साइड,
तो ट्रेडिंग क्रेडिट,
P&L डेबिट
P&L
साइड जो
debit,
अमाउंट ऑफ लॉस,
loss
और फिर एसेट वो
assets में
अमाउंट ऑफ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम.
claim, TPA. How much you will write in trading credit? How much amount in trading credit?
Entire.
Entire amount, 5,000. पूरा 5000 ट्रेडिंग क्रेडिट परचेज में से कम करो, क्योंकि वो गुड्स आपने बेचा नहीं है, वो गुड्स लॉस हो गया है, तो परचेज में से कम कर दो, तो ट्रेडिंग क्रेडिट 5000, पीएनएल डेबिट कितना आ जाएगा?
2000.
2000. ओनली द अमाउंट ऑफ लॉस टू लॉस बाय फायर, एंड एसेट्स में कितना आ जाएगा? क्लेम 3000.
3000.
इज इट क्लेम एडमिटेड और क्लेम रिकवर्ड? मतलब मिलना बाकी है कि मिल गया है?
मिलना बाकी।
मिलना बाकी है. मिलना बाकी है तो कहाँ जाएगा? किस में लिखोगे? एसेट्स में? इंश्योरेंस
कंपनी।
इंश्योरेंस कंपनी या इंश्योरेंस क्लेम लिखो. अगर मिल चुका होता तो, रिकवर्ड होता तो?
बैंक.
बैंक में ऐड हो जाए।
तो फिर बैंक में ऐड हो जाता. तो फिर बैंक में ऐड हो जाता. परफेक्ट.
So, what meaning you said of accrued?
Sorry,
Accrued meaning
accrued means receivable.
outstanding.
Outstanding receivable. Outstanding income, it not outstanding expense. Is outstanding income. मिलना बाकी है.
Accrued is only used for income, not for
Accrued is only used for income. Yeah. Okay. Accrued can be used for expense, but generally they don't use. इधर तो नहीं करते. 11, 12 में accrued is used only for income. Only for income. Okay. So accrued means इतना receivable है. 3 महीने का receivable. Accrual system का ना accrued. मिलना बाकी है. जमा है. Accrued मतलब जमा है. मिलना बाकी. There is one more hidden adjustment for furniture. What have they given about furniture check? 5 years. So what can you calculate with the help of those 5 years?
divide the value of the furniture by 5 and
You will get
the amount that we get is called the appreciate minus करेंगे.
furniture is 10,000. Life is 5 years. So your depreciation is 10,000 divided by 5. That's 2,000. 10,000 divided by 5. That's 2,000. That's your depreciation. So less from furniture and P&L debit. Give the dots. 1 dot on property, 1 dot on car, 1 dot on property, 1 dot on car, 3 dots on debtors. Can you tell me why 3 dots on debtors?
Like DD, NRFDD and
NRDD.
Patterns and minus for discount.
Debtors पे 3 डॉट क्यों है?
दो bad debts के लिए एक discount
SBD,
के लिए.
NRDD and
NRFDD.
NRFD. FBD, NRDD and NRFD. 3 dots on. Why 1 dot on creditor?
For discount reserve that we have made.
That is NRFD.
RFDC.
New reserve for discount on creditors. Discount reserve. New reserve for discount on creditors. NRFDC के लिए 1 dot on creditors. Then investment पे 1 dot. Why investment पे 1 dot? क्योंकि receivable है 6 महीने का interest. 6 महीने का मिलना बाकी है. Office salary 1 dot. Prepaid है. And furniture 1 dot for hidden adjustment. Furniture 1 dot for hidden adjustment. Start करो, साथ में करते जाओ. Do it along with me. In the books of Manali traders. Year ending is 31st March 11. Some items you write and keep पहले से. Opening stock, purchase less returns, sales less returns, and capital less drawings. Start with drawings. Drawings are 3,000. Opening stock 10,000. Purchases 82,400. Office salary are P&L debit 6,000. There is a dot on salary paid in advance. What will you do about paid in advance? Prepaid salary क्या करना है? माइनस करना है कि प्लस करना है?
Minus.
Minus. Prepaid expense you subtract, standing expenses you add. You have royalty, that's trading debit, 2000. Trade expense, where will you write trade expense in this problem?
P&L.
P&L debit, because GoSam वाला कोई भी item नहीं है. The trade expense will go to P&L debit, 1600. Advertisement, that is P&L debit, 5200. Wages and salaries, wages and salaries दिया है, इसके लिए you will write it under trading debit. What if it was salaries and wages?
P&L debit.
तो फिर P&L debit. वैसे एक और आइटम आ सकता है हीटिंग एंड लाइटिंग, याद है आपको? हीटिंग एंड लाइटिंग दिया है तो कहाँ जाता है? हीटिंग एंड लाइटिंग दिया है तो हीटिंग,
Trading.
और लाइटिंग एंड हीटिंग दिया है तो
PNL.
P&L. हीटिंग एंड लाइटिंग है तो ट्रेडिंग, लाइटिंग एंड हीटिंग है तो P&L. Cash in hand is asset, that is 8000. Sundry debtors are assets, that's 51,000. There are 3 dots on debtors. FBD है, NRDD है और NRFDD है. पहले सबसे पहले क्या करना है बताओ? सबसे पहले FBD, पहले बैड डेटर्स को हटाओ, बैड डेट्स को खत्म करो. कितना है आपका बैड डेट्स? 1000. तो 1000 आपका FBD माइनस हो जाएगा, बचा 50,000. 50,000 पे आपको लगता है कि शायद नेक्स्ट ईयर 5% डेटर्स, 5% डेटर्स और पैसा नहीं देंगे. उसके लिए आपने यहाँ पे क्रिएट करना है NRDD 5%. 5% ऑफ 50,000 इज 2,500. उसको सब्ट्रैक्ट किया तो यू गॉट 47,500. 47,500 तो आपको लगता है कि ये लोग पैसा देंगे, दे आर गुड डेटर्स. तो डिस्काउंट किसको अलाउ करना पड़ेगा? जो लोग पैसा देने वाले हैं ऑब्वियसली. तो उस पे यू विल क्रिएट NRFDD. तो लेस NRFDD, न्यू रिजर्व फॉर डिस्काउंट ऑन डेटर्स, दैट इज 2%. 2% ऑफ व्हाट? 2% ऑफ 51,000 या 2% ऑफ 50,000 या 2% ऑफ 47,500? इसका 2% लेना है. 47,500 का 2%, that is 475 multiplied by 2, I think 950. सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे तो you get 46,550. 46,550 in the outer column. 46,550 आप प्रेजेंट करके दिखा रहे हो कि भैया इतना पैसा आएगा डेटर्स से. भले ही अभी 51 है लेकिन 51 आएगा नहीं, उसमें से 1000 बैड हो चुका है. हमें लगता है कि 2,500 और बैड डेट्स होंगे नेक्स्ट ईयर, और 950 रुपीज और डिस्काउंट अलाउ करना पड़ेगा नेक्स्ट ईयर. तो ये साल अभी नेक्स्ट ईयर अभी हाथ में कितना पैसा आएगा? 46,550. डेटर से कितना पैसा एक्सपेक्टेड है? तो 46,550. ये पिक्चर आप क्लियरली दिखा रहे हो बाहर वालों को, आप उल्लू नहीं बना रहे हो. वरना कोई देखेगा बोलेगा डेटर तो 51 था, 46,550 कैसे हो गया? तो आपने बोला कि देखो हमने तो दिखा दिया है एडवांस में सब रिजर्व क्रिएट करके कि भैया हम तो एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं 46,550 आएगा डेटर. दैट इज अ मीन. देन आफ्टर डेटर्स वी हैव बैड डेट्स. बैड डेट्स का एंटायर फॉर्मूला यू राइट डाउन, टू BD plus FBD plus NRDD minus ORDD. Then also fill up the items. What is the amount of bad debts? Bad debts are 400. Do you have any FBD? Yes, we just now calculated 1,000. Do you have NRDD? Yes, we just now calculated that's 2,500. And do you have any ORDD in the sum now? Please tell me. ORDD is there in the problem?
No.
No.
No ORDD. अगर होता तो कहाँ दिखता ORDD? Old reserves.
Trial balance.
Trial balance. वो कुछ नहीं है. This is, I think, total is 3,900. Total loss on account of bad debt for current year is 3,900. Actual loss of 400 plus unrecorded bad debts of 1,000 and future loss anticipated bad debts of 2,500. 2,500. Then we go to investments. Investments are assets. इन्वेस्टमेंट पे भी एक डॉट है. क्यों डॉट किया हुआ है इन्वेस्टमेंट पे? Why there is a dot on interest? Why there is a
For
dot on
the interest receivable.
interest receivable, accrued interest? Was this a hidden adjustment or a normal adjustment?
Normal.
Normal.
Sir,
क्यों
also
नॉर्मल हुआ?
normal.
क्योंकि मंथ्स दे दिया था, 6 मंथ. ओके, मंथ्स दे दिया है तो नॉर्मल. 6 महीने का ही है, वही आउटस्टैंडिंग है, वही कैलकुलेट करो, वही ऐड करो, वही पीएनएल क्रेडिट में डालो. तो आउटस्टैंडिंग इंटरेस्ट इज 800, वही ऐड करना है और वही पीएनएल क्रेडिट में डालना है. कैलकुलेट चेक कंपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं. Got it? Yeah, Vidushi. Video is on.
Sir, like this would be given if it was hidden, it would be given next to the question also. No?
नेक्स्ट टू द क्वेश्चन भी हो सकता है और नीचे भी हो सकता है परसेंटेज साइन. सिर्फ परसेंटेज साइन दिया है तो हिडन, तो कैलकुलेट चेक कंपेयर. बट मंथ्स दे दिया है, 3 मंथ, 6 मंथ, 8 मंथ, मतलब वही बोल रहे हैं कि 3 महीने का आउटस्टैंडिंग. फिर कैलकुलेट चेक कंपेयर मत करो, सीधा वही जो अमाउंट है 3 महीने का वही आउटस्टैंडिंग डायरेक्ट. नेक्स्ट वन इज मोटर कार. मोटर कार पे भी डॉट है. व्हाट इज द डॉट ऑन मोटर कार? What is the dot on motor car? I think there is depreciation, right?
25% depreciation.
25%. 25% of 30,000 is, I think, 7,500. You subtract it, you arrive at 22,500. And furniture pay bhi dot hai because there was hidden adjustment. What does this 5-year mean? It is for the purpose of depreciation. Barabar? So 2,000 you write off. We just now calculated 10,000 divided by 5 is 2,000. And outer column 8,000. Outer column 8,000. Then office rent is P&L debit. No dot, I think. So outer column office rent. Plant and machinery. I think there is a dot on plant and machinery. What is the adjustment on plant? There is depreciation. What is the rate on plant?
Depreciation on freehold property.
Oh, sorry, plant पे नहीं है. Plant पे है ही. Plant पे कोई dot ही नहीं है. नहीं है ना plant पे कोई dot? No dot on plant. Freehold property पे dot है. Freehold property is 10,000. Okay. Generally, property never depreciates. Land, building, land never depreciates. Land, property. Okay. Building होता है depreciate, but land और property नहीं होता है. ये theoretical concept है. कभी कभी दिख जाएगा आपको तो कर देना. बाकी practically we never depreciate land. Okay. Practically there are mainly two types of fixed asset in any business. One is land and property. Land या property कहा जाता है और दूसरा होता है PPE. PPE. PPE is not your PPE kit. It is property and equipment. Property, plant and equipment. Okay. These are the normal fixed assets for any manufacturing concern. Land और property रहता है जो depreciate नहीं होता है और तुम्हारा sorry, land और property इसका part ही है. Land और property is a part of this PPE. Property, plant and equipment, जिसमें property is never depreciated. Property depreciate नहीं होता है, no depreciation. और plant and equipment depreciate होता है. Okay? So So property, plant and equipment, PPE, these are the three main fixed assets for any manufacturing concern. इसमें से property doesn't depreciate and plant and equipment depreciate. ये थियोरिटिकल कंसेप्ट है, कभी कभी आएगा प्रॉपर्टी डेप्रिसिएशन, आया है क्वेश्चन में तो कर देना. प्रैक्टिकली आपको मैंने शुरुआत में भी बोला था, लैंड एंड गोल्ड they do not depreciate, they remain stagnant or sometimes they appreciate in the value. Freehold property is 10,000, 10,000 पे 10% is 1,000, outer column it is 9,000. Then we have bills receivable. Bills receivable are assets, 4,000. Interest is P&L debit. This is expense wala interest, to interest, 1,600. Capital is liability, 85,000. No dot. Creditors are liability. There is a dot on creditors. What is that dot on creditors? Can you tell me? What is a dot on creditors?
Minus NRFDC.
Minus NRFDC, that is 2%. 2% of 45,000 is 900. So you get 44,100. 44,100 in the outer column. That's your creditors. And you have got sales. Sales are 1,44,000. Trading credit. Return outward is purchase return, so less from is 1,000. Bills payable are liabilities. That's 5,000. And outstanding wages and salaries. Two effects or one effect of outstanding wages and salaries?
One effect.
Just one effect, that is liability. Okay. Closing stock for adjustment पे आ जाओ. One effect is trading credit. दोनों effect बाकी है ना, तो one effect is trading credit, 15,000. And the other effect is assets. Assets में closing stock is 15,000. Trading credit and assets. Next, depreciate property and motor car. So one effect is less from property, less from motor car. That has been done. And the second effect is under P&L debit to depreciation. इसमें property का है 1,000, motor car का है 7,500. और इधर ही अगर याद आए तो फर्नीचर का भी लिख सकते हो, नहीं आए तो अलग से लिख दो, कोई बात नहीं. फर्नीचर भी डेप्रिशिएट हो रहा है तो साथ ही में लिख सकते हैं. So 10,500. Total depreciation is 10,000. Then you have FBD and NRDD on debtors. One effect is less from debtors. Second effect in the formula. दोनों effect हो चुका है. Take it out. Then you have NRFDD. NRFDD का दो effect क्या है? एक है less from debtor. What is the second effect of NRFDD? New reserve for discount on debtors. DD का second effect किधर जाएगा? तो P&L debit, you'll have to write another formula for discount allowed. That is 2 discount allowed plus NRFDD minus ORFDD. 2 discount allowed plus NRFDD minus ORFDD. Now tell me, do you have any discount allowed in the problem?
No, sir.
No. अगर होता तो कहाँ दिखता?
Trial
balance में दिखता कि
discount debit side.
Debit side पे discount allowed in the trial balance. You would have found it on the trial balance debit side, जो कि नहीं है, तो nil. NRFDD है, हमने calculate भी किया है, that's 950. Do you have any ORFDD in the problem? Do you have any ORFDD in the problem? अगर होता तो कहाँ दिखता?
Credit side.
Credit side of trial balance. You would have found it on the credit side of trial balance, जो कि नहीं है. So simply outer column 950 rupees. Okay. Similarly, you have NRFDC. NRFDC का second effect क्या होगा? One effect is less from creditor. Okay, it was an asset, but asset में ना दिखा के creditor में से minus करके दिखाया as a reserve. One effect is less from creditor. What is the second effect of NRFDC?
P&L credit side to
P&L
discount
credit
received.
side, you write down another formula for discount received. It is by discount received plus NRFDC minus ORFDC. By discount received plus NRFDC minus ORFDC. Tell me, do you have any discount received in the problem? Discount received है सब में नहीं है तो assume it is nil. होता तो कहाँ दिखता discount received?
Or only P&L credit and
P&L
trial balance की credit side.
ट्रायल बैलेंस के क्रेडिट साइड पे ओके वहां से P&L क्रेडिट में जाता तो डिस्काउंट रिसीव तो है ही नहीं नील कर दो NRFDC वी कैलकुलेटेड 900 डू यू हैव ORFDC इन द सम अगर वो भी होता तो कहाँ दिखता ट्रायल बैलेंस में डेबिट साइड पे डिस्काउंट रिजर्व के फॉर्म वो भी नील है तो आउटर कॉलम इट इज 9 that's your NRFDD and NRFDC then you have 10% interest on investment is accrued for 6 months that was 6 months outstanding one effect is add to investment हो चुका है दूसरा P&L credit by interest receivable okay by interest receivable that is 800 अगर कोई इंटरेस्ट होता तो मैं ऐड कर लेता नहीं है तो डायरेक्टली लिख दो इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल then office salary of 1000 paid in advance that is prepaid salary one effect is less from salary that has been done already and what is the second effect so it is assets में लिख दो prepaid salary 1000 assets में लिख दिया prepaid salary 1000 now that completes the problem furniture का hidden था adjustment लेकिन उसका भी effect दे दिया हमने
Sir, the goods last वाला.
अच्छा goods lost वाला भी गुड्स लॉस्ट बाय फायर का इफेक्ट बाकी है तो लिख दो ट्रेडिंग क्रेडिट बाय गुड्स लॉस्ट बाय फायर परचेज में से माइनस करने के जगह ट्रेडिंग क्रेडिट बिकॉज योर डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस डिक्रीजिंग सेकेंड इफेक्ट इज P&L डेबिट टू लॉस बाय फायर बिकॉज योर इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस इंक्रीजिंग बाय 2000 डायरेक्ट कम हुआ इनडायरेक्ट बढ़ा and third effect is insurance company लिखो या insurance claim लिखो assets में 3000 insurance company या फिर insurance claim in the asset that's 3000 rupees ठीक है ये हो गया आपका third effect so trading credit P&L debit and assets that part is taken care of now you can close down the trading account
So the sum is wrong because the balance is not tallying.
ट्रायल बैलेंस इज नॉट टैलिंग
No.
No.
कितने का डिफरेंस आ रहा है
2400.
8,600.
हाँ हाँ हाँ
2000.
2400 okay.
Yeah.
which side is greater
Asset side.
asset side is bigger asset side is greater right
Yeah.
okay asset side is greater liability is short so make a correction wait पहले तो मेरे को बोलो ट्रेडिंग का टोटल
1,64,000.
62
64.
1,64 1,64 and gross profit
60,200.
200 60,200 is gross profit this by GP brought down 60,200 by GP brought down 60,200 tell me the total of P&L
61,900.
61,900 to net profit carried down what's your net profit
27,750.
27,750 added to your capital 27,750 total
1,09,750.
1,09,750. And just make a change in bills payable in the question. Just make a change in the question. Bills payable का amount को 50,000 दिया है ना, I think. Bills payable. Bills payable is 5,000. Oh, sorry. I have written 5 only. Yeah, that is the tick mark. Bills payable amount is 5,000. Just make it 7,400. 5,000 को make it 7,400. क्वेश्चन में ही करेक्शन करो और आंसर में भी 7,400 लिखो. क्वेश्चन में मिस्टेक है, ट्रायल बैलेंस टैली नहीं हो रहा है. अगर ट्रायल बैलेंस टैली नहीं होगा तो आपका फाइनल अकाउंट्स टैली नहीं होगा कभी. ओके, अब बोलो मुझे, व्हाट इज द टोटल?
1,63,850.
163,850. ठीक है, चेक इट आउट. क्वेश्चन में करेक्शन है, बिल्स पेबल का अमाउंट इज 7,400, नॉट 5,000. जस्ट मेक इट 7,400. 7,400, that's bills payable. Come to sum number 24. Dhanashri Stores. Draw it. 24th sum. Now this is a combined sum. ये सब sums important है. 22, 24 सब पे star mark करना. Number 22 आज जो किया, sum number 24 star mark करो. Okay. Multiple hidden adjustments plus discount reserves का sum है. Last time videos should be on, off videos will be out, except for Anuj, all videos should be on. Bansi, Heth, Nishant, Yash, Harshita, off videos will be out. Preet, Forum, Tanya, Forum, Nathani, Anuj को छोड़ के बाकी सब. Sum number 24. All of you mark it down. Sum number 24. Twenty-fourth sum. Purchases are trading debit. Write down. Purchases are trading debit. Opening stock is trading debit. Purchases are trading debit. Opening stock is trading debit. Now, debtors. What are debtors? Assets. Wages कहाँ जाएंगे? Where do you put wages? Trading debit. Salaries are P&L debit. Okay. Land and building is assets. Plant and machinery is assets. Furniture is assets. Advertisement is P&L debit. 15% investments. Where do you put investments?
Asset.
Assets. 15% indicates what?
Interest receivable.
Hidden adjustment है, देखना पड़ेगा. Okay. Hidden adjustment है 15%
The P&L credit interest on investment is given.
Yeah, but there is some hidden part, right? Calculate, check, compare. We'll have to do that. Insurance. Where do you put insurance? P&L debit. Cash in hand. Assets. बराबर है. Rent. Rent कहाँ जाएगा? Rent.
P&L debit.
P&L debit. 7 months दिया है. वो भी क्या indicate करता है?
Hidden
Hidden adjustment है. Is it outstanding or prepaid over here?
Prepaid.
Outstanding. You are supposed to pay for how many months? 12 months. 12. You have paid for 7 months. So 5 months ka it is outstanding. Power and fuel. Where do you put power and fuel?
Trading debit.
Trading debit. Very good. Production related expense. Drawings are less from capital. Interest on bank loan. Where do you put interest on bank loan? P&L debit. Capital is liabilities. Sales are trading credit. Creditors are liabilities. Bank loan. Where do you put bank loan? Liabilities. Bank loan is liabilities. Percentage sign again indicates what? There is a percentage on bank loan. What
Hidden
does it
adjustment.
Hidden adjustment. Percentage sign on bank loan indicates hidden adjustment. Commission. Which commission is that?
P&L credit. A commission
Received.
received.
Commission received है तो P&L credit. Discount. Which discount is that?
Received.
Discount received. So that's P&L credit. Discount received is P&L credit. Interest on investments. Which interest is that?
Interest received.
Interest received. So that is also P&L credit. Interest received, that is also P&L credit. Credit side पे दिया है वो income है आपका. Okay. Interest received, discount received, commission received. All three are your incomes. All three are your incomes. Okay. Now, let's go to the adjustments. Closing stock at 32,000. What are the two effects of closing stock?
Trading credit and assets.
Trading credit and
assets.
Trading credit and assets. Right there, TC/A. Trading credit and assets. Trading credit and assets. Then outstanding expenses are outstanding wages and outstanding salaries. What are the two effects of outstanding wages and salaries?
And liability and add to salary.
एक add to respective expense और एक liability. Add to respective expense and liability. Add to respective expense and liability. Okay. Then next, provide RDD at the rate of 5% on debtors. Which RDD is that?
NRD.
NRDD. What are the two effects of NRDD?
Minus from debtors and for
Minus from debtors and formula में add. Minus from debtors and formula में add. बराबर है? Then 2% provision for discount on debtors. Create 2% provision for discount on debtors. What are they talking about? 2% provision for discount on debtors का मतलब?
NRFD.
NRFDC.
NRFDC की NRFDD?
NRFDC.
नहीं.
New reserve for discount on
Debtors.
creditors.
Debtors.
अरे debtors है तो D.
So D. So new reserve for discount on debtors. What are the two effects of NRFDD? D for donkey. What are the two effects of NRFDD?
It will be minus from this
Minus from debtors and add to the formula. Discount allowed का formula अभी किया हमने. तो discount allowed plus NRFDD minus ORFDD उसमें add कर दो और debtors में से minus कर दो. Do you have any FBD in the sum? Check. Further bad debts है sum में.
No.
Assume it is nil. Okay. Then you have depreciate land and building and furniture. What are the two effects? Depreciation.
Minus
From the assets.
Minus
and
from
plus
assets and
plus to P&L.
P&L debit. Okay. अभी इसके बाद there are 3 hidden adjustments. I am making working notes for all the 3 adjustments. ध्यान से देखो. There are 3 hidden adjustments. The first one is about rent. The first one is about rent. What is given besides rent? 7 months. 7 months ka you have paid 7,000 rupees. Now, in general, how many months ka expense or income should be there in your trial
1
balance
year.
or in your trading PNL for 1 year, 12 months. But you have paid it only for
7
7 months. What does that indicate?
outstanding.
Outstanding interest kitna hai? 5 months ka it is outstanding. Can you tell me the amount of 5 months? 7 months ka it is 7,000 and 5 months ka it is
5,000.
5,000 rupees. Yes or no? 7 months ka 7,000 hai to 5 months ka 5,000 hai. What is this 5,000? Outstanding or prepaid?
Outstanding.
Outstanding.
It's outstanding. So what are the 2 effects of outstanding rent? What are the 2 effects of outstanding rent?
Add to rent and liability.
Add to rent and liability. Add to rent and liability. Right there. Add to rent and liability. Okay. 5,000 was outstanding. 12 महीने से ज्यादा है तो prepaid. 12 महीने से कम है तो it is outstanding. Simple as that. Okay. One more hidden adjustment about investment. 15% investment है. क्या दिख रहा है आपको? 15% investment. What is the amount of this 15% investment? It is 10,000. How many steps in this adjustment? Tell me.
Calculate, check, compare.
Calculate, check, compare. तो first step interest on investment. अपना खुद का interest आप calculate करो. अच्छा, कितने time का interest will you calculate? 10,000 पे 15% for how many months?
12.
12 months.
12 months, because there is no date given to you, so you take it for 12 months, right? 12 months का interest ले लो आप. तो कितना आता है 12 months का? 1,500 होता है. Yes or no? Second step you check. What will you check?
Whether we have paid any interest.
Paid या received?
Receive.
Received.
Received.
Invest, then obviously you will receive interest. है ना? इन्वेस्ट भी करोगे और इंटरेस्ट भी पे करना है तो पप्पा ने दुकान बंद. इन्वेस्ट करोगे तो आपको इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा. अगर आप लोन लेते हो तो आप इंटरेस्ट पे करते हो. इन्वेस्टमेंट्स करोगे कहीं पे एफडी पे बॉन्ड्स पे तो आपको इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा. तो चेक करो, हैव यू रिसीव्ड एनी इंटरेस्ट? चेक.
Yes.
हाउ मच?
1,500.
1,500 on the credit side you find. Now what does this indicate? 1,500 रुपया मिलना था और 1,500 मिल चुका है. So is there any hidden adjustment?
No.
Is there anything receivable or received in advance?
No.
Nothing. So
Exact
no
amount as such.
hidden adjustment. लिख देना है वहां पे no hidden adjustment. समझा क्यों no hidden adjustment? क्योंकि जितना मिलना था उतना पूरा का पूरा इंटरेस्ट मिल चुका है. ज्यादा भी नहीं मिला है, कम भी नहीं मिला है, अर्नड इनकम आ चुकी है, तो कुछ एडजस्टमेंट जैसा है ही नहीं. हाँ, आपको मिलना चाहिए था 1,500 लेकिन मिला है 1,000. मिलना चाहिए था 1,500 और मिला है 1,000, तो फिर क्या होता?
500 will be interest receivable.
Then 500 would have been receivable. So add to interest and assets. Are you getting that? या फिर मिलना चाहिए था 1,500 और मिल गया है 2,000. मिलना चाहिए था 1,500 और मिल गया है 2,000, ज्यादा मिल गया, तो फिर 500 would have been interest received in advance. Interest received in advance. तो फिर वो less from interest और liability में चला जाता है. Are you getting that? लेकिन यहाँ पर तो डिट्टो सेम है, जितना मिलना था उतना ही रिसीव हुआ है, तो नो हिडन एडजस्टमेंट. यू गॉट दैट? कंफर्टेबल? ऑल ऑफ गॉट? नाउ द थर्ड वर्किंग नोट. वन मोर वर्किंग नोट वी हैव, दैट इज फॉर लोन, which is 10% bank loan, and the date is 1708. It is 10,000. Okay. How many steps in this? Tell me. How many steps?
3.
3 steps. What are the 3 steps? Calculate, check and compare. परसेंटेज साइन दिखा कि कैलकुलेट, चेक एंड कंपेयर. सो पहला स्टेप, इंटरेस्ट ऑन बैंक लोन. इंटरेस्ट ऑन बैंक लोन, व्हाट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ लोन? 10,000 का 10%. मुझे सोच के बताओ, you will calculate interest for how many months?
9 months.
9 months, 12 months, 6 months, how many months?
9 months.
Why 9 months? Why 9 months?
Because from July.
Because you have taken the loan on 1st of July, yes or no? So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. How many months you have used the money? 9 months. So you'll take interest only for 9 months. So into 9 by 12. कितना आता है ये? 10,000 का 10% for 9 months. I think it comes to 750 rupees. Is that right? 750 रुपया इंटरेस्ट आता है हमारे हिसाब से. कैसे किया समझा? PNR वाला फॉर्मूला है लोन इंटू रेट इंटू हाउ मेनी मंथ्स? 9 months. Because you took the loan on 1st July. What if there was no date given besides loan then? How many months का you would have calculated?
12 months.
12 months. अगर लोन के बाजू में डेट नहीं होता तो 12 महीना. लोन के बाजू में डेट दिया है तो 9 महीना. सेकेंड स्टेप क्या करो? चेक करो. क्या चेक करोगे? हैव यू पेड एनी इंटरेस्ट और हैव यू रिसीव्ड एनी इंटरेस्ट? व्हाट विल यू चेक? बोलो. पेड इंटरेस्ट. अगर पेड इंटरेस्ट है तो कहाँ दिखेगा क्वेश्चन में? ट्रायल बैलेंस में डेबिट साइड पे दिखेगा. डेबिट साइड पे कुछ पे
If
किया क्या इंटरेस्ट ऑन
given
बैंक?
interest on bank loan
हाउ मच? 500 रुपया पे किया. अभी कंपेयर करो इन दोनों को. कितना पे करना था? 750 पे करना था. कितना पे किया? तो 500 पे किया.
700 पे
750 पे करना था और 500 रुपया पे
250
किया
is
है.
outstanding.
250 is outstanding interest. Simple. 250 rupees is outstanding interest. Very simple. Is this clear? कैसे मिला 250 समझा? 750 देना था, उसमें से 500 you have already paid. So 250 अभी भी देना बाकी है. तो 250 is outstanding interest. तो इन तीनों केस में अपना एडजस्टमेंट्स क्या है? यही एडजस्टमेंट है जो मैं ग्रीन से हाईलाइट कर रहा हूँ. ग्रीन से जो मैंने हाईलाइट किए हैं यही एडजस्टमेंट अमाउंट है. डायरेक्टली अमाउंट देने के बदले आपको पजल के फॉर्म में दिया था तो आपको ढूंढने को बोला तो हमने ढूंढा. ओके. देयर आर 3 हिडन एडजस्टमेंट्स. नंबर 1 आउटस्टैंडिंग रेंट, नंबर 2 आउटस्टैंडिंग इंटरेस्ट एंड नंबर 3 नो हिडन है. तीसरे वाले का कुछ नहीं तुम्हारा कोई. So there are only 2 hidden adjustments, outstanding rent and outstanding interest. What are the 2 effects of outstanding interest? Loan wala. What are the 2 effects of outstanding interest on loan, bank loan?
Add to bank loan and PNL.
Add to bank loan liability and PNL debit में add to interest. Okay, add to interest and liability में add to loan. Add to interest and liability में add to loan. Is that clear? Got it? नेक्स्ट डॉट्स दे दो सब लोग. हिडन भी हो गया तो डॉट्स दे दो. वेजेस पे एक डॉट, सैलरीज पे एक डॉट. वेजेस पे एक डॉट, सैलरीज पे एक डॉट. डेटर्स पे कितना डॉट? हाउ मेनी डॉट्स ऑन डेटर्स? कैन यू टेल मी? हाउ मेनी डॉट्स ऑन डेटर्स?
3. No, 2.
2 dots. Why 2 dots?
NRDD and NRFDD.
Very good. NRDD and NRFDD. NRDD and NRFDD. 2 dots. Then depreciate building and machinery. So 1 dot on building, 1 dot on machine. 1 dot on building and 1 dot on machine. उसके बाद इन्वेस्टमेंट पे करना है कुछ डॉट. इन्वेस्टमेंट पे एम आई सपोज टू पुट एनी डॉट? नो, नो हिडन एडजस्टमेंट. लोन पे डॉट करना और इंटरेस्ट ऑन बैंक लोन पे एक डॉट. बैंक लोन पे एक डॉट और इंटरेस्ट और बैंक लोन पे एक डॉट. बैंक लोन 1 डॉट एंड इंटरेस्ट ऑन बैंक लोन 1 डॉट. एंड रेंट पे एक डॉट. आउटस्टैंडिंग है. पुट 1 डॉट ऑन रेंट, इट इज आउटस्टैंडिंग. ओके, साथ में करते जाओ. Sum number 24 in the books of Dhanashri stores. Date year ending is 31st March 09. PNL is 31st March 09. Balance sheet as on 31st March 09. Few items you write and keep. To opening stock, to purchases, less returns, Buy sales less returns and capital less drawings. Okay. सबसे पहला purchases है trading debit inner column 25,000. Opening stock है 12,000. Outer column no adjustment. Debtors are asset. How many dots on debtors? Can you check and tell me how many dots on debtors?
2 dots.
2 dots. Achha, do you have any FBD in the sum? Do you have any FBD in the sum? No FBD. So we assume the further bad debts are nil. So you get the net amount to be 20,000, on which you calculate NRDD. What is the rate of NRDD? What is the rate of NRDD?
5%.
5%. 5% you subtract, that comes to 1,000. The net amount you get is 19,000. Is that right? 19,000. And on this you calculate NRFDD. What is the percentage of NRFDD? New reserve for discount on debtors, provision for discount on debtors. How much is NRFDD?
2%.
2%. So 2% is NRFDD, that makes it 380 rupees. Net amount is 18,620, I think. Is that right? 18,620. Barabar? That's your NRFDD, NRDD and NRFDD. Next one, wages. Wages जाएगा आपका trading debit 5,000 inner column. Do you have any dot on wages? Check. There are outstanding wages. Outstanding wages क्या करना है? Add करना है. 1,000 rupees you add, and outer column it is 6,000. Salaries are P&L debit. 2 salaries. I think there is a dot on salaries also. What is a dot on salaries? They are also outstanding. Add outstanding salaries. That is 2,000. 8 plus 2 gives you 10. Then land and building. Land and building are assets. Do you have any dot on land and building? Land and building पे कोई dot है? I think there is depreciation 5%. That is 1,500. Net amount is 28,500. Plant and machine. That is 25,000. उस पे भी dot है. 10% depreciation. 2,500. Net amount is 22,500. Furniture पे कोई dot नहीं है, I think. Furniture straight in the outer column 16,000. Advertisement पे भी कोई dot नहीं है. P&L debit. Advertisement. Outer column it is 6,000. Okay. Next is 15% investment. Do you have any dot on 15% investments? है? Is there any hidden adjustment on 15% investments? No.
No, sir.
Because जितना मिलना चाहिए था पूरा मिल चुका है. कुछ रिसीवेबल नहीं है, कुछ प्री रिसीव नहीं है, तो कुछ डॉट वॉट एडजस्टमेंट वाली चीज है ही. Then we go to insurance. That's P&L debit, insurance premium. No dot, I think. So outer column 2,000. Cash in hand is asset. That is 5,500. Rent for 7 months, there is a dot. 7,000 we have paid, but we are supposed to pay 5,000 more. That's outstanding. So add to rent 5,000. 5 months outstanding, add to rent, and second effect is liabilities. Then we have power and fuel. Power and fuel is trading debit. That's 3,000. Drawings are less from capital, 3,000. Interest on bank loan, that's P&L debit. To interest on bank loan, that's 500. I think there is a dot on this interest, right? What is the dot on this interest? Can you identify?
Add outstanding interest.
Add outstanding interest on bank loan. Absolutely right. How much was outstanding? That also we found out. I think out of 750, we have paid 500. So 250 was outstanding. 750 in the outer column. The incurred expense in the outer column. जितना पे करना है 750 वो ऑटोमेटिकली आउटर कॉलम में दिखेगा आपको. 500 दिया है, 250 आउटस्टैंडिंग, टोटल 750. Then we go to capital. Capital is 70,000 inner column. Sales are trading credit, 70,000 inner column. Creditors are liabilities. Creditors are 21,000. Do you have any dot on creditors? Check. कुछ है NRFDC जैसा सम में? न्यू रिजर्व फॉर डिस्काउंट ऑन क्रेडिटर्स? नहीं, खाली न्यू रिजर्व फॉर डिस्काउंट ऑन डेटर्स था. न्यू रिजर्व फॉर डिस्काउंट ऑन क्रेडिटर्स नहीं था. फिर आता है 10% बैंक लोन. Is there any dot on bank loan? Check. I think there's a dot on bank loan, right? Why there is a dot on bank loan? What am I supposed to do?
Add outstanding.
Add outstanding interest. How much is my outstanding interest? Is this 250 or 500 or 750? How much is my outstanding
250.
interest? 250, the outstanding amount I'll add to loan. And outer column I arrive at 10,250. 10,250 outstanding interest. Then we have commission. Commission is P&L credit. No dot, I think. So outer column 5. Discount पे भी कोई dot नहीं है. This is discount received. P&L credit. Outer column 500. And interest on investment. Do you have any dot on interest on investment?
No.
No, because no hidden adjustment. जितना मिलना था सब मिल चुका है. वो भी outer column 1500. So no dots, all three items in the outer column. Then we move to the adjustments. Closing stock valued at 32,000. First effect is trading credit. Buy closing stock 32,000. And assets में लिख दो closing stock 32,000. Trading credit and assets, both the effects done, take it out. And we have outstanding wages and salaries. One effect is add to wages, add to salary. And second effect is liabilities. Outstanding wages are 1,000 and outstanding salaries are 2,000. First effect add to respective expense, second effect liability, दोनों हो गया, take it out. Then provide 5% RDD, that is I think NRDD. So one effect I have done, less from debtors. Second effect of NRDD, कहाँ जाएगा?
P&L debit.
P&L debit in the formula. What is the formula? 2BD plus FBD plus NRDD minus ORD. BD plus FBD plus NRDD minus ORDD. BD है, do you have any bad debt in the sum? Bad debt, further bad debt है कुछ, further bad debt वो भी nil है. NRDD है तो वो लिख दो, that is 1,000. ORDD है कुछ sum में, do you have any ORDD in the sum? No, nothing. So you have only NRDD in the outer column, that's 1,000. Okay. जो items है वो लिखो, जो नहीं है वो nil, simple. NRDD directly 1,000. वही रहेगा expense of this year. Anticipated bad debts of next year. Then we have 2% NRFDD. One effect we have done, less from debtor, NRFDD ka. What is the second effect of NRFDD? Again, the formula. Can you tell me the formula for discount allowed? What is the formula for discount allowed? 2 discount allowed. Then what?
Plus NRFPD and minus
Plus NRFDD and minus ORFDD. Okay. Do you have any discount allowed in the sum? Check. नहीं है. अगर होता तो कहाँ दिखता? डिस्काउंट अलाउड कहाँ दिखता?
Trial
डेबिट साइड ऑफ
balance.
ट्रायल
Trial
बैलेंस
balance.
नहीं है. NRFDD है, yes, we just now calculated 380. ORFDD है सब में. Do you have any ORFDD? No. अगर होता तो कहाँ दिखता?
PNL credit.
Credit side of
Trial.
trial balance. The question, credit side of trial balance. वो भी नहीं है. Outer column 380 rupees. Outer column 380 rupees. That's your anticipated discount का loss for this year. इसका भी हो गया दोनों इफेक्ट. एडजस्टमेंट नंबर सी को टिक करो. फिर आता है डेप्रीसिएशन. व्हाट आर द टू इफेक्ट्स ऑफ डेप्रीसिएशन? वन इफेक्ट वी हैव डन, लेस फ्रॉम रिस्पेक्टिव एसेट्स. लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग से लेस किया, प्लांट एंड मशीन से लेस किया. दूसरा इफेक्ट बाकी है तो दे दो. टू डेप्रीसिएशन लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग. लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग पे कितना है? लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग पे है land and building, it is 1500. Yeah. And machine, plant and machine पे है 2500. Total depreciation is 4000. Total depreciation is 4000. Then we have hidden adjustments. Once you have done the normal adjustments, move to hidden ones. Hidden में पहला outstanding rent है. उसका मैंने एक इफेक्ट दिया हुआ है, ये रहा, add to rent. Second effect is liability, outstanding rent 5000. सेकेंड इफेक्ट बाकी था तो दे दिया, आउटस्टैंडिंग रेंट 5000. देन इंटरेस्ट ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट. वाज देयर एनी हिडन एडजस्टमेंट ऑन आउटस्टैंडिंग इंटरेस्ट ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट्स? नो. दैट इज ऑलरेडी डन. जितना था उतना रिसीव्ड है तो नो हिडन एडजस्टमेंट. इंटरेस्ट ऑन बैंक लोन था आउटस्टैंडिंग, बट आई थिंक वी हैव गिवन बोथ द इफेक्ट्स. ऐड टू इंटरेस्ट भी हो चुका है और ऐड टू बैंक लोन भी हो चुका है. विद दैट वी कंप्लीट द प्रॉब्लम. इज दैट क्लियर? एनीवन हैज टैलीड? खुद से टैली करने की ट्राई करो, पेंसिल से टोटल करो और फिर
So
पेंसिल लिखो.
trading debit total is trading total is 102,000
1,02,000.
1,02,000 बराबर है.
and 56,000 is gross profit.
How much?
56,000.
56,000.
Okay, so gross profit carried down 56,000. That's your gross profit. Transfer it. इधर आ जाएगा by gross profit brought down 56,000. Shut down your P&L. Yeah.
63,000 is total.
63,500 is the total.
No,
63,000.
3,000.
63,000 exact. What's your net profit?
26,870.
26,870.
So I'm
Add it.
giving 27,620.
it is 26,870.
Check Gargi. 26,870. Outer column.
93,870.
Tallies on.
1,33,120.
133,120. Both the sides you check. 133,120. It should tally. That's your sum. That's your working note. Check. 1,33,120 पे tally होना चाहिए. 133,120 should tally. 133,120 it should tally. Now I think we are left with sum number 25.
43 sums, 25, 26 and 9.
25, 26 and 9. ठीक है. So tomorrow this part will be over. 25, 26, 9. Tomorrow this part will be over. Okay. And day after tomorrow I'll do a couple of new adjustments and one problem related to that from standard textbook. Interest on capital and interest on drawings वाला part है. वो है नहीं आपको ये साल, वो डाला हुआ है लेकिन none of the colleges has. That is important for next year. Interest on capital, interest on drawings. And we'll start with journal proper. So Friday and Saturday will be dedicated to journal proper. mostly by Saturday or max by Monday. This should be over. Your test is not on Monday. I told you that test is on Wednesday. The final accounts test is on Wednesday morning. And please confirm in college about single entry system. Single entry system chapter का confirm कर लो. NM मिठीबाई especially. बाकी colleges तो नहीं रहेगा. Just confirm in college whether you have it or not. Okay. That's it. कुछ doubts है तो रुको. No homework.
So,
We meet in the
why
evening
did
for
you
it.
keep the test in morning? Can
Sorry?
you keep it in the evening?
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
And then,
Thank you.
can you keep the test in evening morning? And not when it is so early, 7:30 to 9.
देखते हैं चलो.
So
But
can
Wednesday
you
test है.
send the